welcome everybody. What's up, Cryptosomniacs? Today we are here with the team from BBOD, a hybrid exchange that has recently gone live. Excited to talk about it. Been taking a look. It is a very nice looking exchange. So I'm excited to use it. Do you guys want to take a few minutes and introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. So I'm BBOD's cryptocurrency research analyst. So I write fundamental analysis and general market analysis for the BBOD blog.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Peter. I'm chief economist and co-founder of BBOD, and I'm mostly my day-to-day activity is to specify products for the exchange, to write specification. So I overlook all the things that are related to finance.
Sorry, I'm Megan. I'm the PR manager, and I basically am just trying to sort of get the word out there and make sure everyone's excited about our trading platform as we are. So,
very cool. Well, let's just go ahead and get into it. So, partially decentralized exchange, obviously heated debate in the cryptocurrency community. Centralized versus decentralized, I trade on a number of both. Well, at least a partially decentralized, I've used IDEX and DDEX. I've also used KyberSwap, which is pretty easy, and I guess technically Shapeshift is a decentralized exchange, but also obviously Binance, Bittrex, Coinbase. So what made you guys decide to go with the hybrid format rather than choosing one or the other?
Yeah, so initially during our ICO, our first goal was to create fully decentralized derivatives cryptocurrency exchange, but at current state, we see it is impossible to create fully decentralized cryptocurrency derivatives exchange. So we decided to create a hybrid approach when we have, on one hand, blazing fast matching engine, the trading system, and on the other hand, very secure decentralized custody. Currently, and we see that this solution is very unique. Currently, there is no one place where you can trade on this kind of structure. So there are many exchanges like Binance, which is a typical spot exchange that offers centralized custody. On the other hand, there are other cryptocurrency derivatives exchange that offers centralized system with also and margin trading, but with also they offer only centralized way of storing coins. So in other words, the coins belongs to the owners of the exchange.
Right.
We are different. We offer ultra fast trading system and very secure decentralized custody where the coins still belongs to the users.
So it's best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So tell me about that a little bit. So I know, like, I've traded on, say, IDEX before, and it works with the Trezor. I can just plug my Trezor in, select my currency, and it tells you what kind of exchange rate you're going to get, and just basically makes the swap for you. So tell me a little bit. I know you guys, I did a little bit of reading on it, and you're using a smart contract to create a wallet on the exchange. So is that sort of acting like an escrow account? People are basically saying, I'm putting this much down to trade, and then it's locked in via that smart contract? Or talk to me about a little bit about how that works.
Yeah, so I will explain you on when we compare maybe very standard centralized exchange and our solution. So at the beginning, when you trade on centralized exchange, you need to have one account that is your private account, and you deposit coins to the let's say to the Binance exchange, where you deposit essentially to the your sometimes designated wallet, but you don't hold private keys to this wallet. You only know what is your public key.
Right.
At BBOD, you deposit coins from your private wallet, but to smart contract wallet. So this is the difference. In general, at Ethereum network, there are two kinds of wallets. One wallet is simply generally called wallet.
Cold wallet, right?
Wallet, yeah, and the other is smart contract. Wallet holds wallet has private key and public key. Smart contract wallet in practice does not have private key, so it's impossible to steal this private key. So at BBOD, you deposit coins to smart contract wallet from your private wallet. And then when you deposit the coins to the smart contract wallet, BBOD smart contract wallet system only has right to settle profit or loss and charge fees from your wallet. So we have only a very limited right to manage your coins from your designated smart contract wallet.
So is it like a multi-signature wallet, or you just write the smart contract that says you're able, we've agreed that this is the amount, if these conditions are met, this is the amount of ETH that you are able to take from my wallet effectively. That's just written into the smart contract as I set up my trade. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
At the beginning, when you deploy smart contract wallet, you agree on the terms. And the smart contract wallet is, in essence, simply algorithm that you decide that you agree to the algorithm that
Right.
when you lose one Ethereum on the trade, then you grant us right as an exchange operator that this one Ethereum of your loss will be transferred to your counterparty. But what is interesting, when you deposit coins to your smart contract wallet, the only way to withdraw the coins is your private wallet. So even if somebody will enter your account at BBOD, there is no way to change the destination of the withdrawal.
Right, because that makes sense, as it's written into the smart contract. So, what is to prevent somebody from, if they, what sort of things do you have in place that if they're, say they over leverage themselves and get liquidated, what's to prevent them from taking funds out of that smart contract first?
So, in terms of, so now we are talking about real-time margining system. So this system as matching engine is centralized. So we control trading activity on our own servers. And if you don't have enough funds on your smart contract wallet, we simply liquidate your position. But it's not done on blockchain. This is done on our central servers. And we use a very reputable London-based software company that we cooperate with them to create this trading system. So it's very trusted software. So, yeah.
Okay. You guys have, it launched, on August 3rd? Is that accurate? The exchange went live on the 3rd? Okay. So how has adoption been so far? I mean, not a ton of different... there are a number of them, but it's certainly not as common as others of exchanges that you can leverage trade. So how has adoption been? Did you guys see a huge influx right off the bat, or as we are waging through crypto winter, has it been a little bit of a slog trying to get user adoption?
I think at the moment we're trying to educate our customers so that they fully understand how the decentralized wallet works and what the benefits are of holding a decentralized wallet as opposed to holding all of your funds on a centralized exchange. So at the moment it's purely educating customers, making sure they understand the true benefits of the exchange, and we're doing that through various means, my research being one of those means.
Sure. Are there any places where the exchange is not allowed to be used, right? Because I'm in California. I signed up for an account yesterday, but I may have had to select not exactly the continental United States just to look through it. So tell me about where is it allowed, where is it not allowed? Where can people utilize it, and are there any countries that it's banned or regions?
Yes. Traders that reside in the United States cannot trade at BBOD. This is written in the terms of service.
Right.
It's.
So with that, because I noticed you did have United States outlying islands, and then obviously the territories. So are like people from Guam allowed to trade? Because technically they're still American citizens, but it's a territory, so there's some gray area there.
I'm not a lawyer.
Fair enough.
I didn't. I'm chief economist, so it's quite complicated question for me. So I'm sorry, I'm not.
That's okay.
What I know is that U.S. citizens cannot trade at BBOD, and this is very clear. But sorry, expert.
Yeah, I just wanted to sign up so I could look through the exchange without, I didn't want to come over and have zero experience with what I was talking about. That's never a good way to interact. So wanted to just, was doing my market research. Obviously have not executed any trades on it, but it was just... So here's another question for you. Why did you guys, so obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty obvious. Bitcoin is king, Ethereum is, ubiquitous.
Queen.
Why Ripple? Just because market cap? Why Ripple? Why did you choose that?
So we selected at the beginning the largest cryptocurrency. But what is my work also is at BBOD we want to create very unique products. So I don't want to uncover news that will be released very soon. But what I can uncover is information that very soon we will launch the first ever futures on index. So you will be able to trade index on basket of cryptocurrencies. It will be the first ever futures contract on index. So you can go short or long on, and you don't need to select cryptocurrency that you want to trade. So sometimes traders think, oh, should I sell this cryptocurrency or maybe different? Now you have basket, and if you think that cryptocurrency market will go down, you simply go short on the futures on index. And I think this is nice product to have and to hedge in general your cryptocurrency exposure.
Agreed. I, as an active trader, I have been savoring over the options of potentially having any exchange as an American that I could leverage trade on. I know a number of people that may know a workaround to get onto their decks or whatever, but I try not to. I try to play things as by the book as I can. But I see all the time. I have a number of my team members are in Australia and the Asia Pacific area, and are always able to go out there and play these short trades, and man, I just wish I could. So always a very attractive feature, being able to put in a long or a short, and I think trading against an index fund is actually going to be huge for you guys. That's what everybody talks about is a big factor to bringing more institutional players into the market. So hopefully we will see some of that.
Seems that you're quite limited in the US, unfortunately, in terms of what exchanges you can regulation is.
You can use a VPN to get around it, I guess, is what I'm told. Again, never. That's what I hear. So there's ways around it, but even still, it's the SEC has just been doing their best to make it as difficult as possible to continue operating in this industry. Unfortunately. But hopefully they'll figure it out soon, and we will get some good regulation in that makes traditional investors feel a little bit less scared of the system.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else? What are your thoughts on? You guys have probably seen this, but Vitalik had the comments saying I think all centralized exchanges can burn in hell because they've got this stupid king-like power and they're extorting massive amounts of money from projects to get listed and can sort of affect the success or failure of a project just by their influence. So give me a hot take on that. What are you guys' thoughts on the ability of centralized exchanges to influence the success or failure of projects?
Yeah, well, firstly, centralized exchanges are basically just centralized banks. So
that's exactly right.
They should not have that ability, especially when they're nowhere near as secure as the traditional banking system. It's very easy to hack Binance. It's very easy to hack these exchanges. So yes, I do believe in the future that centralized exchanges should burn in hell.
That's one for the
Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
Well, I mean, it's fair. I mean, it's. I think, unfortunately, for the time being, until we gain more widespread adoption, and ultimately, part of the cryptocurrency thing is personal responsibility, right? You are in charge of your funds. You retain possession of the private keys, and you're the king of your kingdom financially, so to speak. But I think it will take some time to let people adjust to that concept, right? Because I don't know. Again, I'm an American, so my perspective is largely American based. But I feel like a lot of people really want to have Big Brother tell them what to do. They want to be able to call mom when I messed up. So I think they have they have it in their head that, well, if I lose my private keys and there's no customer support, what do I do? And I think maybe part of that is just trying to educate them why it is valuable that you hold the private keys, etc. What are you guys doing? What sort of efforts are you making to try to continue to educate the community? Obviously, you're doing some outreach of this sort, but what other outreach and steps are you guys trying to do to ensure people understand the value of a decentralized exchange or a semi-decentralized exchange?
So we've started making some video content where we sort of interview each other or external people just to explain what the benefits are, just to make it a bit more engaging, rather than sort of having just loads and loads of text, just so that people can engage and watch us and just have a bit of a human element to it as well.
I think that's smart. I say often, people buy from people. People get involved with people. So I think getting to know the people behind it, in addition to if they like the exchange and like what you're trying to do, I think that's definitely a good move.
And maybe I can add something that this is our battle between trade. This is kind of trade-off because we need to decide how much resources we devote for education. That is a huge factor for the success of our exchange, and how much we devote resources for the technology. And so we are fighting on in both places. And now we see that we first need to devote more resources to technology, but in this terms that we provide very user-friendly interface, like just one-click software, and then we will put more resources to simply very education, like creating video, providing articles, attending conferences, explain why this approach is the future. We are fighting on in both places, and then I think this is the future, the decentralized custody. So even if the client will lose access to the account, which I personally lost one day, I lost access to my account at one exchange, cryptocurrency exchange, because my email was hacked. So now I have no access to the exchange. I have no access to the funds, and my money can be transferred wherever. So this is a very important concept in our project.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the big things is we preach it on the channel all the time, is specifically when people are leaving their funds on Coinbase or on Bittrex or on Binance, is that's you don't have that money. That's not your money. It's just like when your money is sitting in the bank, that's not your money. That's the bank's money until it's
I feel like centralized exchanges are a stepping stone towards what will eventually become a very decentralized cryptocurrency marketplace, and specifically hybrid trading, because at the moment decentralized just isn't feasibly possible. So I feel like centralization is for now just getting people involved, and then once they're involved they'll start to learn about why it's important to be decentralized, and that's what we're trying to achieve with our exchange.
Yeah, the road to adoption is long. I mean, what do we do? In, and it's just now where I still have people, I wear a Bitcoin t-shirt to when I go grocery shopping, and still people stop me and are like, "What is Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's, I mean,
I think people tend to be afraid of what they don't know.
yes.
Do you know what I mean? And as soon as they start to understand it and accept it, they'll hop on board and understand a little bit more.
I agree. That's as more products come to market that help with adoption. I think a huge one personally. I think a huge one for adoption is going to be mobile wallets. Just everybody's used to using PayPal or Venmo. I don't know if you guys, if there's, you guys probably use these in the UK. I don't know if there are other apps, like maybe Cash App. Is that over there from Square? You guys have Square?
PayPal mostly.
Yeah, but I mean, so I mean, it's super easy. Venmo, whatever. You look your friend's email up, send them the $10 that they spotted you for tacos or whatever it is. And it's easy on their way. So I think as more of these wallets come out that are, that operate in a similar fashion. So actually, while we're on that subject, do you guys have a mobile wallet, or is it just primarily the exchange? Are you is the only wallet for BBOD the wallet that's on the exchange, or are you guys going to have are you supported by any third parties? Are you looking to get supported by any third parties? Tell me a little bit about it. You guys are an ERC20 token, correct?
Yeah, we issued BBD token, and in terms of technology, currently we support only web applications. So you can trade from your desktop and from mobile phone by using our website.
Yeah.
But we are working on mobile application, and we try to upgrade our technology to work, to have this application to work very smoothly on different devices, even older version of iPhones and Mac. So we are working to provide. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What else? You said you were trying to decide whether it was a better investment to put more into the tech up front or more into, it's like, what roughly, like, how is your budget split currently between education and tech development, if you can share that?
Yeah. Currently, we have many offices, many teams, technology team, marketing team, and education and research team. So I would say that we have about 50% technology, and the other part is marketing, education, research. But marketing, education, research is very connected, because if you want to educate people, you need to produce research and you need to distribute using marketing team. So now it's about 50 to 50, but we feel that we need to put more to education when we are fully satisfied with our technology, because we are still working on the technology. So current trading platform is very nice working, but we are still upgrading this trading platform to make traders feel like home.
Mostly the front end.
Mostly front end.
The back end. So
the back end is quite nicely developed. Is very fast, but we work on front end to be even faster, and to feel traders like home. So that there is a troll box, so we can talk to other traders. There are no bots, so you can talk to people, to human.
How do you know there's no bots? How do you verify that?
You can verify no bots.
Fair enough. So
I invite all the traders to our troll box. There is nice discussion. The more people, the better discussion. So we split 50-50 now between technology and the other stuff. Nice.
I mean, it makes sense right now. It's about as good of an allocation as you could hope for. Well, is there any other features that I haven't discussed yet that you think are standout for your exchange that, again, like I said, I've just begun to familiarize myself with it. So are there any specific features we should be highlighting that I haven't touched on yet?
Yeah, so maybe I will summarize at the end how we place our cryptocurrency between other cryptocurrency exchanges.
Yeah, let's talk about, it's similar to like a Binance coin where it's going to get you reduced trading fees, or tell me about the utility of the token.
So maybe first I will start from the the kind of the exchange, because there are many different kinds. Binance is a type of spot centralized exchange, so we can physically exchange Bitcoin to Ethereum. Let's say there are also cryptocurrency derivatives exchange that allows you to trade on margin.
Sure.
So then I will not say any names, but there are many. There's one famous. There are some very few less
I might have
famous.
rattled off a few names.
Yeah. So you can trade on margin. So you can use leverage so you deposit usually one coin, and you make profits using this coin. So your profit and loss is settled in this one coin that you deposit.
Right.
BBOD is but it's also centralized. BBOD is derivatives exchange and spot exchange and the centralized place. So we facilitate margin trading, spot trading, because now currently we allow to trade BBD to Ethereum, but very in short term we will introduce more coins exchange, and of course our nice feature, which is the centralized custody. So I think we are placed in we are very unique. We will not find this kind of, because if you look for a place where you can trade leveraged products and spot, you will find maybe two places like OKX and Bitfinex. Yeah. Yep. So this is the kind of the place where we are located in the cryptocurrency exchange space. In terms of BBD tokens, BBD tokens is very similar to BNB token, so Binance token. So you will have simply discounts to trade at our exchange. The more you trade, the higher discount you have.
Well, does it have any other functionality other than just the trade discounts? I mean, obviously, it's not a security token, so it can't be paying dividends or anything like that. But what any other benefits to it?
Currently, it also only is a utility token that allows you to have discount on trading fees. But in the long term, we also think about our own blockchain. So BBD token will be our token for the future. So the future is very unclear, but we believe that blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is the future. So we are thinking about our own blockchain, and we are thinking about the place where you can deposit any cryptocurrency and still you can use the centralized custody. So we think about the blockchain that will facilitate the transfer between different blockchains. So this is, I'm not expert, so I don't want to talk too much about it, but BBD token will be the fuel for all the transactions at our exchange and blockchain.
Makes sense. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. Is a lot of exchanges with their own native token will effectively have reduced trading fees with it. So makes perfect sense to me. Well, let me ask you this, and if you can, this is purely a speculative question, but if you guys are looking into doing your own blockchain, do you suspect that you will continue with a proof of work system, or do you think you would look more at like a proof of stake system? This might be a question for the technologist there. If you can speak on that. Again, we're just speculating now, so I love a good rumor. But just curious, what are your thoughts to that, and which way, which way do you think would work better? Do you think proof of stake just because it's faster, or some derivative form of that, delegated proof of stake, etc., or proof of work for the security? What do you think would be your preference? Obviously, Ethereum still proof of work at the moment.
It's not something we've really thought about at this stage, but personally, I like proof of work because of the security. So
yeah, I agree. I do like the speed of a proof of stake system, and we keep seeing it's very inexpensive for some of these little projects on a proof of stake system to rent enough compute to 51% attack it, or you don't even need to 51% attack it. You can do it with like a 33% attack in some cases. So, but yeah, we've seen a number of tokens, and I don't want to call anybody out and hurt anybody's feelings, but seen a few of them that have been able to be overtaken for about $30,000 in rented compute power. So proof of work, I think,
Yeah, still needs some work.
Yeah. Proof of stake still needs some further proofing in reality. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'm trying to see if I've got any other notes here down of just things that I wanted to go over. I mean, it's a great looking exchange. I like the the overall aesthetic of it, and I certainly hope the SEC gets their act together because, man, I would just love to be able to trade on this exchange.
We'll work on this.
We'll work on this.
Put in the good word for me. Cool. Well, yeah, this has been great. I mean, unless there's anything else you guys want to talk about, of course, we would love to have you back on at any time in the future if you want to discuss upcoming developments or, if any new currencies are launching.
Sure.
Can we speculate on what else might be added in the future, or is that not up for debate at this time?
There will be many news. So as I said, the first news that I uncovered today publicly is that we will very soon introduce futures on index. But there is also another news one of the cryptocurrency exchange will not like this news, and so let's stay tuned.
All right.
Yeah, it'd be good to check in though once we've got some more videos as well. I think going forward it's just aiming to make it easy to use on the front end, and then educational videos as well. We'll give some tutorials on how to use it, and then we can check in and let you know what we've got planned.
Awesome. Yeah, love to stay
It
in
was great.
touch. Yeah, love to support. Very exciting. We here at Cryptosomniac as traders obviously are a big fan of majority of exchange tokens out there. So, very, very interested to hear more about it, see how it develops, and
Thank you.
feel free to reach out anytime you guys have updates. We'd love to have you on.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right, awesome, guys.
Nice
Well, hey, I
talking.
appreciate it, and we look forward to connecting with you again in the near future. You guys have a great rest of your day.
Great. Sounds good. You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye now.